Another thrift store haul. This time I have 2 bags. So they were both $13.99. It was a total of $28. I was with my mom and I couldn't decide between the 2 bags. And my mom said, well, you know, it's your birthday coming up. I'll buy one for your birthday. And I was like, okay, if you insist. And it looks like a bunch of different types of fabric in here. We'll see if it was a good deal or not. Start with this, a netting. Matte net 100 color, 1.33 yards. Now I have this American Girl doll fairy style outfits. And this is a nice forest sort of green. So I can probably use it for that stuff. Tulle, lemon tulle. Normally would have been $2.19. It's almost 1.5 yards. Very bright. And I don't think the glitter's from this tulle. I think there's another glitter fabric in here somewhere. Wow, look at this one. It says it's an organza. So 0.78 yards. So 0.78 yards is good. I have a 50s style American Girl doll pattern that this might be super cute for. We got this. Like a silk, I guess. It looks like there's a fair amount. Probably 2 yards of it. It's a really nice green. It looks like it might be 60-inch wide fabric, which would be really nice. So does anyone have any suggestions for what to do with it? I like it. It's not super slubby, but there's only 2 yards, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. So about 3/4 yard of fuchsia casa lace. Doesn't feel stretchy. Let's open it up. It's very wide. But I think most of the casa fabrics are 60-inch wide. That's nice. Suggestions, please? About 15-inch wide silky fabric. Very pretty blue. It would probably work for doll clothes. So it's about 2/3 yard stretch. Coral colored. Okay, does anyone have any suggestions at all for this? I know I'm just at a loss. Not a lot of stretch, just 2-way. Okay, hear me out. A doll bathing suit. If I get that elastic tape like they use for hair bows and stuff, I think that would work. So almost 1 yard of this spun polyester by Gaylord, or it's Gaylord, maybe? It's very thick. Oh, let's see. Okay, so I've seen this Canada up. This says US and Canada up. So I wonder if they just mean up, that's the direction of the fabric. Probably. An original screen print design by Solarium. It's a very rough feeling. So some kind of upholstery fabric, I guess. Okay, this is a previous waterfront place. It was $1.49. It's just a knit. So I have about 1.5 yards of this sort of stretch knit, maybe not quite 4-way stretch, and this really pretty blue. It's big enough that it gives me quite a few options. And I have a couple of little girls' outfits that call for some knit, so this may work out for me. It's about 2/3 yard of a wood sleek foil denim knit, 55 inches. I don't know why the people at Joann's thought it was a good plan to put tape directly on the fabric, which they never do. But yeah, I gotta say, if you were to use this fabric, you'd have to baby it because it's not gonna last long. It's not a good fabric. I guess I could make some Barbie jeans. What do you think? What do you think about that one? It's a lot, isn't it? Another knit. It's a very pretty blue. Looks like probably, just about 1 yard. It's a pretty color though. It's definitely been folded a while though, so I'll have to work around that. Just a I don't know what you would call it. Sheer white with a nice sheen on it. More doll clothes, I guess. I guess if I ever got tasked with making a Halloween costume, I'd have plenty of fabric to choose from. This looks like the pink stuff. Yep, Casa lace in the Mystic color, 2/3 of a yard. It's a nice purple, same pattern as the pink one. I wonder if it would work for the fairy wings. Maybe. Maybe too much pattern for that. A super small scrub top. Okay. Peaches. I don't know why that was in there. Maybe it was folded up in such a way they just thought it was more fabric. Or the person who bought all this fabric originally was just going to cut it up. I don't know what I'll do with it right now. Here's where all the glitter is coming from. So not quite half a yard of Casa glitter organza. It's a cute pattern. I'm sure anyone could understand when I say, I like glitter fabric. I think it looks pretty, but it truly gets glitter everywhere. I mean, I am covered in glitter. I look like I went out clubbing right now because I'm so covered in glitter. Obviously, it's not very big, so I'd probably use it for a doll thing. I have this really fancy Barbie thing. It might work well for that. So 1.5 yards of broadcloth and claret, I guess. Oh well. So nice plain color. I'm actually working on putting all my solids together, color sorted. So I may record some of that if you're interested. Keep a lookout. There's no information other than it's 1.5 yards and that it's damaged in some way. Let's see if we can find it. Maybe that. There's some spots all along this side for about half of it, so about 3/4 of a yard. I could try spot treating it. I don't know if it'll come out or not, though. It's cute, though. Definitely could make a dress-up dress. So it's a nylon mesh in a floral pattern, almost 1 yard. It kind of feels like a tablecloth, but I guess that's just me being weird. Better view of it that way. It's real pretty. Real fancy looking. It's $17 a yard kind of fabric, so I don't know. I really like it, but I'm not quite sure how I would use it. So suggestions. Just let me know what to do with this nylon lace fabric, in your opinion. Next, we got this large piece here. I think this was actually a tablecloth because all the edges are serged up. So it's got a lot of staining on it. Or discoloration. I wouldn't call it staining. I'd call it discoloration. So I don't know what I'll do with it, but if it wasn't so discolored, I'd have a bit more choices. Oh. So I have 2 of these panels. Christmassy theme. Oh, it says it's a wall hanging panel. I don't know that I would use it as that. I'd use it in the center of a quilt. But it's the Happy Snowman, Deborah Jordan Bryan for Springs Creative Products. Not for children's sleepwear. I mean, it would be kind of a funky looking nightgown, right? I wish I had more friends that sewed because I'd give one to somebody else because I don't need 2. I mean, I guess I could make 2 quilts. Lots of bright colors. So nice plain 3/4 yard white tulle. They got it for 54 cents back in 2016. I'm not going to open this one. It's a glitter tulle. 1/2 yard, but it's a cute color. So a 59-inch wide medallion foulard. So mostly rayon with some spandex, just about 2/3 of a yard. Very soft. It feels so nice. Of course, it's rayon, so of course it feels nice. Oh man, I really like this fabric. It just feels so nice. I just wish it was a little bigger. This was $15 a yard fabric back in 2016. It has a lot of stretch, so I'm not sure. I'll have to look at my patterns to see what I could make out of that. It's like a St. Patrick's Day kind of fabric for the parade. It looks like maybe half a yard, 3/4 of a yard, maybe. I mean, I'd say about 2/3 of a yard. I'll think about what I could use it for. More glitter. 44-inch wide crystalline. That's 3/4 of a yard, about. It's a very rough fabric. It's cute. It's kind of see-through. Feels like it has the tiniest bit of stretch, which I didn't figure it would. Cute. Okay, this is a really large amount of fabric. Really got to find out what the name of this fabric is because I seem to get it fairly often. No stretch. Pink with like a texture pattern. It has a lot of staining on it, but it looks like a large amount of yardage. So let's check out and see how much we have. Holy smokes. So I have about 4 yards of this very heavy fabric. I mean, it'd be enough to make like a dress or something, I suppose. Suggestions? And if you know the name of this fabric, let me know. Or I'll just go to Joann's and search around, I guess. I don't know that the staining is going to come out, though. I guess I can wash it and find out. So purple spandexy stuff. Very, very, very stretchy. Looks like maybe 3/4 of a yard, maybe a yard. 3/4 of a yard. I don't know. I don't know what to use that for. Fancy. So a Casa brand chiffon. Nice color. Almost a yard. So sort of a seafoamy green, green blue, or blue green. Whatever. Very nice. Very nice drape. But Casa's generally a nicer fabric, usually. And this is Casa organza with glitter dots. I'm not going to open it up. There's 2/3 of a yard. I just have so much glitter on me already. But it's really cute. Just make a sea fairy. And last for this bag, the Casa chiffon in a peach color. About 3/4 of a yard. Cute color. I have a lot of peach that I got in another haul. Fancy fabric. So I think I'll be able to use this. Let's check out the other bag. Oh, goodness. So some of this stuff looks a little bit dirty. So we're going to see what we get. Some nice light purple flannel. They look like they're cut into strips. So yep, they're cut into strips, so I'd have to think of what I could use that for, but I can think of something. Some white flannel, cut into a couple of strips. I mean, if you got tired of doing the plain flannel back, you could just do like striped flannel, alternating colors. Might work. A little extra effort, but not that much. Pins, I better be careful. Sort of a chiffon-y kind of fabric. Let's see. De Charm High Fashion, HI. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's not my favorite because the sort of a khaki color flowers on it. But it looks like we got right at about a yard of it. Next we have this. It's like a suede, I guess. Interesting. Sort of a weird pattern suede. Maybe I could use it for a bag, a purse or something. Okay, this looks like it's from the 60s, maybe? I like it. I am going to have to try some staining stuff for this because it's got some bad staining on it. But the fabric is just, you know, like, wow. It's over a yard. I'm going to have to try and clean this. I don't know if it's like a crepe or chiffon or too much for you guys. I got this, which feels like a rayon. Okay, this is like a pre-started dress or something. Or maybe it was a dress that was started and cut up. I'm not sure, but you can see the neck hole here. Definitely home done. Looks like my work. And then it's got the seams at each end. So I tried it on. And if I wanted it off the shoulders, I could make it a dress that I wouldn't be comfortable walking around in. I like it though. I love the rayon. So let me think about that. Oh, a little bit more flannel. Okay. So it's like beach towel or robe material here. Doesn't look like a whole lot. It looks like a lot just because it's so thick, but terry cloth is going to be thick. It looks like it's in pretty good condition though. So I'll think about what to use it for. It's furry. Has a lot cut out of it, so I would say it's about a yard and a half of this, but cut up. So 3/4 of a yard left. But it's sort of a brown, but sort of a wine tinge to it. Maroon, I suppose, tinge. Fancy. This is like upholstery material. Not a lot. So maybe 2/3 of a yard-ish. So either a doll Renaissance dress or a pillowcase. Which would you prefer? Let me know. A dirty knit. That doesn't sound right, does it? Do you think it came with the holes? Like, I know sometimes those are in fashion and whatever. Just seems awful deliberate. Let's look. They only did it on one end. It's very wide fabric, though. Oh, it's a staple. So, what do you think? I mean, the fabric seems pre-90s. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Interesting looking. So, about 2 yards, I think. Or did I measure it the wrong way? So, about a yard and a half of this. It's really interesting looking. It kind of says 80s to me. And see, one side's shiny and one side's not. I like it, but I don't know what in the world to do with it. So, this looks like about 2 yards. And it's very cute. I really like it. It would, I don't know, it's got enough so that I could make myself something or make something for my niece. And it's very wide. Some more flannel strips, of course. probably can use it to make miniature quilts, right? I don't know. So it definitely has a coating on it like it's an upholstery style material. Interior fabric design. So helpful. And that's up. It sort of has a metallic gold in there. It is definitely not for me, but I don't know. Maybe I should open up a little booth and sell my excess fabric. Ooh, this feels like nylon, actually. It's like grape colored. I like it, but I can tell it's been stored for a while. It's got the fold discoloration, which is okay. You can actually use it in small projects to your own advantage, but it feels very nice. This feels very nice too. Like, really nice. It actually looks like a really large amount. Sort of like prom dress material. It's probably like a rayon, maybe. I would say it's about 2.5 to 3 yards of this. Just, I don't really want to unwrap the whole thing. Yeah, definitely no stretch. So that's cute. Ooh, it's got rust stains. It's like rain jacket material, I guess. I don't know what I would use it for. It is super wide, but it is only about half a yard and very loud. This one feels pretty nice too. So it's been cut into, but I would say there's about a yard left, and it is super wide. Pretty nice on both sides. So that's nice. I guess I gotta start making some fancy dresses, huh? This is kind of like a pants. This is like what the pink material was. Just less of it. Fairly wide. About 1.5 yards. We'll see. Very see-through, gauzy. So right at about 1 yard. Very cute. I wish it was 2 yards because I have a shirt I could make out of it for myself. With 1 yard, it's got to be for my knees. Lucky girl. But it's very cute fabric. If you have any suggestions, that is so pretty. I really like this. And this is got a texture to it. It's very textury. So it's about 1.3 yards. And very wide. It's maybe like a sort of a silky fabric, but with a texture. I like it, but I'm having a hard time envisioning this specific fabric into something. But I do like it. I guess it could be like a long skirt. I don't know. I do like it though. So that was my haul for today. $28. Was it worth it? Anything really stand out to you? And if you enjoy haul videos, you can check more of them out right here.